Hey, Llama here, and welcome to our first episode on our new playthrough on the next map. So this is on the Aberration map. This map is the third in the story of Ark, third of the story maps, and it is one of the most interesting ones. So it's kind of, to be honest, it's a bit of a horror movie and a nightmare all wrapped up in one. It's very interesting. The creatures are different. The actual map itself is very different from anything that you've played before. We'll work through the differences as we go, and we'll see some really cool stuff to tame. So, like we did on Scorched Earth, I want to go through and tame all the unique creatures that we've got on Aberration, and make sure that we've got one of each of those. And you can see this little guy next to me. He's one of them. He might be the first thing that we tame, actually. Bulldog. He's an ugly looking thing, isn't he? But anyway, before we get there, where did we spawn? So we spawned at the portal, which is the thing with the rings. Now, the rings, apart from looking cool, the rings actually feature in the Ascension at the end of the video. At the end of the map, when you've completed the boss fight. So we'll get to see those, hopefully, at the end, if all goes well. What else is different about this map? Well, here we got some mushrooms. Let's see if we can collect some of these. Now, you still get berries on this map, like you do on all the others, but in addition to berries, you get these mushrooms. So before we go anywhere, let's see if we can collect some mushrooms, and I'll see if I can get one of each of them. Have we got them? 4. There we go. We got all 4. All right. So let's get out of the undergrowth and talk a little bit about these 4 types of mushrooms. So we have an auric mushroom. This one does the same thing as a stimberry. So if you're going to be knocked out, you can eat one of those, and that will help wake you up. We have acerbic mushrooms. These do the same thing as narcoberries, as these blackberries. So you can use them to make narcotics, to make trank arrows and trank darts, and so on and so forth. These ones here, these are aquatic mushrooms. These are really valuable. So if you see my water is going down, so it's 94.9, it's on its way down. If I actually eat an aquatic mushroom, it starts to go up. Now, the reason why these are really good, so this map, particularly early game, you tend to do a lot of running. Like, stuff's always trying to kill you. So you're always running away from something, and as a result of that, you use a lot of water. Yeah, your water goes down pretty quickly. Water's not super common on here. It's not as bad as Scorched Earth, but you've got rivers and stuff like that, little lakes and things that you can get water from. But largely, early game, you're relying on these aquatic mushrooms to get your water. And then the other one is this agaravic mushroom. This one you can eat. It does give you health regen as well, which is also useful, but it also has an extra effect. Now, if I go to the buffs tab, there we go, and I eat these, and we'll see what happens. There we go. So we get poison immunity fertile. Now, what that does is that gives us actually immunity from some of the poisonous mushrooms. And you don't even have to eat those mushrooms for them to affect you. You just got to walk over them. Yeah, so they're like red-capped mushrooms. They're a particular shape. I'll show you them when we get to them. But those, you always want to keep some of those agaravic mushrooms on you, because in the green zone, which is the area where we are at the moment, those mushrooms spawn and can be a problem because they knock your health down. They stop your breathing. It causes massive issues. So you should always have some of those mushrooms on you. The aquatic mushroom, if I eat those, I get a poison immunity biolume. So that's not something that we'll use initially, but you start off in the green zone. When we work our way to the blue zone, which is like the next hardest area, that's like the bioluminescent area. So it's super pretty. It's got lots of blue glowing trees and things like that there. And in there you've got, instead of the red cap mushrooms, you've got these blue things which are like spores, and they can have effectively a very similar sort of effect. the aquatic mushroom will protect you from those. So when you're going down into the blue zone, you should always have a stack of aquatic mushrooms with you as well. There we go. So that's the mushrooms. What did I say? So as I said, we've spawned at the portal. The portal is considered one of the easiest spots to spawn. It is not the easiest, let's be honest. And so to say it's one of the easiest is probably the best way of explaining it, because honestly on Aberration there's no such thing as an easy spawn spot. So all of them have stuff that will try and kill you pretty much immediately. So we're standing here, we're looking pretty safe. There's not much around us at the moment. But I can guarantee we won't have to stray too far before we find something that wants to kill us. This area, so whilst it is one of the easier spawn spots, it's also the home of the basilisk. It is the most common spawn area for a basilisk, which is like, oh, and there's one there. Oh, no, have we gone too close? We have. He's seen us. No, he's going for something else. Oh, no, he is going for us. Oh, okay. I don't think we've got much chance of getting away from him, to be honest. So the basilisk is a giant snake. As I said, here he comes. I think we might just die here. He will knock us out. Oh, yeah, okay. And sleepy time for llama. And we die really quickly. There you go, level 85. So yeah, good example of what I was talking about. So as you can see, whilst it's slated as an easy spawn area, it is not easy. Let's see if we can respawn. Hopefully we don't respawn right next to it. That would be awkward. Oh no, looks like we've spawned still at the portal, but a little bit further away. Okay, so basilisks basilisks are here. The other thing you get around the portal is raptors. So obviously they're dangerous, but they're not as bad as basilisks, clearly. And you get a lot of easy stuff. So you get like lots of oviraptors, stegos. We've got parasaurs, parasurs, horses, equus. Lots of stuff here, easy stuff to tame early on if that's what you're after. And yeah, it is not a bad place to start. One of the issues that I do find with the portal, however, is the fact that you can't build in here. And not that that in itself is an issue, but the moment you get out of the portal area, and let's see, so that basilisk we were over there on the other side of the red ring. So we're going to head, oh, here's some of these red cat mushrooms I was talking about. That one's not poisonous, but there's a particular shaped one that is poisonous that we'll try and avoid if we can. So as we run through, let's gather some stuff. Get ourselves started. We need to get ourselves started off on this map. Now the portal may not be the best place to spawn, and I've not been on this particular map, this server before, so I can't tell how built up it's going to be, but I can guarantee as we exit the portal, oh no, not again, really? Oh, how stupid am I? Maybe I can palm it off on these stegos. Oh, I'm out of... No. Come on, game. I'm out of stamina. Let's see. If we can get it to attack the stegos instead of me, we might be able to... There you go. Did he hit the stego? He did. Aha! Quick, run away! Now's our chance to make an exit. Let's get out of here. Ah. Oh. Did we make it? Oh, I think we made it. Alright, thanks Stegos. Thank you for shouldering that load. Alright, I think we need some stamina before we go anywhere. Otherwise, we're just kind of wasting our time. Oh, right, okay. Well, at least we know that basilisk's... at least we know where it is now, I guess. Bulb dogs? Bulb dogs are cool. Light pets, that's the other thing. Light pets are a thing. Oh, that's another basilisk. Oh no, alright, yeah. Like I said, it is the most common spawn location for them. So not too surprising that we've seen two in the one spot. And is that a third over there as well? I think it might be. Oh goodness me. So let's try and get out of here, shall we? Alright, let's see. What can we gather? Gather some stuff here. Let's head up this ramp. Hopefully this is a safe spot. I mean, the basilisks will spawn anywhere on this platform, so there's no such thing as a safe area, to be fair. But let's see what we can do. Let's gather some materials. We get some fiber. At least we'll be able to make some clothes. I'm not anticipating we're going to live for a long time, I'm going to be honest. Particularly in the portal. There you go. So we got some structures here. So this is like the area where you can start to build. And as you can see, you know, there's pillars down there. Yeah. As soon as you're able to build, people tend to spam structures. All right, we're out of stamina. We're out of water. Have we got some aquatic mushrooms? Oh, only two. Go far, is it? Yeah. Yeah, so we've got structures down there. Now, to get out of the portal, there's not really a good way of getting out, to be honest. On ASE, I seem to remember being able to walk down from the portal, but on ASA, everything's like a sheer drop coming out of here. So, I mean, we could jump. There's water below us, I think. Guess we could always just jump down to the water. Here we go. Someone's got... Oh, can we teleport out of here? Is this unlocked? It's locked. Oh, it's unpowered. Okay. Alright. So... Oh, there's someone taking a snooze under a bear. Right. So that's not helping us. I think... Is this broken here? Yeah. Alright. This is the end. Underneath us, I think, is water. So maybe we'll just do a Leroy Jenkins off the edge here into the water. Should we go? Woo, here we go. Oh, okay, that really hurt. I think I hit a rock. Oh, it's just my luck, isn't it? It's typical of my luck. All right. Here we go. Right, now let's see, what can we find? We need to get to a spot where we can... Oh, that's a raptor. We need to get to a spot where we can get a bed down and actually start to get ourselves a bit of a base going. Something at least, anything. Oh, look at this guy. This is a roll rat. These guys are like the beaver of Aberration, so... They're really good for harvesting wood. You tame them using honey. So we'd need to get some honey in order to tame one. But yeah, we'll be taming one of those at some stage as well. Ugly looking things. Shh, don't tell him I said that. Alright, what have we got here? I feel like we're coming to the edge of something. Well, it doesn't look very built up. Maybe we could build here. Would this be a good spot to build? Not very flat, is it? Oh, what's that? Was that another basilisk? I think that's another basilisk. Oh, it is. All right. Well, let's not go that way. Now we're hungry. We should be picking stuff up as we go, to be honest. Trying to get... at least some food and stuff. What have we got? Let's have a look. Let's eat some berries. We got some berries. That'll keep us going. We're going to need some aquatic mushrooms at some point. We just took a dip in the water, so we're all right for a little bit. Oh, Doedicurus. Aberrant Doedicurus. That's the other thing. So I should probably mention that too. If you were not aware, all the creatures on Aberration have the prefix of aberrant. Thank you for the water. So they've got these cool, like glowing spots on them and stuff like that. So they look really cool. They're actually quite nice looking. When you get some decent colours on them too, they're really cool. So yeah, they're all a little bit different. They're like aberrant variants. There is a difference. It's like they're higher in health and lower in melee, or higher in melee and lower in health than regular creatures. There is some difference that I can't remember off the top of my head. I have to look it up for another video, and I'll mention it then. But yeah, they look cool. That's the primary difference. All right, what have we got? Another Doedicurus. Oh, look at moss chops, aberrant moss chops. We'll need to tame some of those in order to. He wants prime fish, mate. I haven't got any of that. We need to tame some of those in order to make sure that we can get eggs for kibble. Oh, right now, see that? See that funny glowy? Let's see if we can get. Can we get some of those agaravic mushrooms? We already have some. That is the toxic thing I was telling you about, that the other mushrooms will protect you from. Here we go. So we've got 6 of those. Now, see that red mushroom in front of me? I'm pretty confident that's the one. So if we eat these, we didn't get many, and then go near this, yeah, see. Now, we need to harvest that, and that will give us biotoxin. So we get biotoxin from that. I think you also get rare flowers from them as well. But if we'd gone into that sort of, glowing kind of cloud, for want of a better phrase, then it would have made us really sick. What else? Sheep. Aberrant ovis. Now, we're used to sheep being hard to get. They're really common on Aberration. So taming stuff with sheep is a piece of cake. It really is. It makes life so much easier. Right, here we go. Well, we haven't died. Well, we only died once, which is pretty good for Aberration, I'm going to be honest. Here's some more red mushrooms, but see, these don't give us the sickness thing. It's only those ones with that certain shape to them, and doesn't look like there's any of them in this patch. Yeah, so that's okay. What else? Oh, wow. Okay, wow, we're down at the river. This isn't a bad spot, actually. Oh, other than the fact that there's raptors. Can we get away from those? Oh, there's crocs. We've got... Oh, a Carno. Hello. Sorry, I'm just going to skip through here. Just ignore me. Well, just try and kill something else, maybe. Is this a good spot? Feel like... Oh, look at Cosmo! That's something else we need to tame. The little jumping spider guy. This guy, you use him like a grapple hook. Oh, okay, we need to set up a list of stuff that we're going to tame, I think. And this is a Yi Ling. This was the new creature on Aberration. And yeah, they're like a glider. They're not a lot of fun, I'm going to be honest, to tame. You tame them with biotoxin, interestingly enough. But we're not going to be doing that now. We're going to be trying to get away from him. He's attacking the roll rat. Let's just keep going. Let's keep going. Oh, look, here we go. Pillar City. That's a crab. Oh, that's after us. All right, let's not run out of stamina now. The Carcanos. The crab. Another cool tame. We'll definitely be taming ourselves one of those. For sure. All right, I'd like to build somewhere here along the river, I think, because we need to get ourselves... Oh, no, it's a Sarco. Okay. All right, I have a feeling. We're in trouble. Oh, and we walked through dodgy mushrooms. Do I have any? I think it's no. I don't. Here we go. Dodgy mushrooms and a crocodile. Bad combo. Very bad combo. Oh, crab. Crab, crocodile. Crab, crocodile. Dodgy mushrooms. Oh, I didn't mean to climb up a ladder. All right. Let's see. Did we get some... At least get some protection mushrooms? We did. Let's... Oh, why did I take those now? Idiot. Alright, let's get... I'm going to drop this stuff because I'm just so scared I'm going to eat it accidentally. I don't need it yet. Let's have some food. Can we get past the croc? Because what I'd like to do is I'd like to get to an area down there where I can build. Croc's coming. We need to, I think we actually need to get some weapons and stuff before we do anything further. Stopped? Stopped. The crab's not all that interested in us. I wonder if we can cross the river. Let's see. I don't think so. There's piranha in here. Plus, obviously, we've got the crab. We've got crocodile, moves really quickly in the water, and he's probably still after us. Let's see. Oh, we seem to... And I can hear a raptor. Alright. Hey, we made it. Okay. This guy's base with no doors. Gate frames and no gates. There's the crocodile. Raptor's not after us. We're kind of hungry. Let's go. Oh, okay. No, we've got... He's going to aggro on us, isn't he? Go across the river and go and find something to eat. Other than me. Oh, that's it. Yes. Oh, Spino. Everything here wants to kill you. Now, I want a base along the river because I actually want to tame a Spino. It's one of the first things that we need to tame. Because there's no Rexes on this map. So we have to get ourselves... We want like things like rock drakes and reapers and cool stuff like that. And in order to get those, really you need to start with a Spino. Because the Spino will allow you to get through... how am I going to get past him? This is crazy. The Spino will allow you to get through the red zone, the blue zone, without getting dismounted and grabbed by Megalosaurus or by... Oh, there's a bear. Or by... And another Spino. Megalosaurus or dismounted by Palovia. Those guys are a big trouble as well, particularly in the red zone. When you're wearing a hazmat suit, which you need because the red zone is radioactive. Okay, this is... Yeah, let's see. This is a pretty good spot. This is a pretty good spot. Wonder if we can build here. Okay, be very quiet. So, I've built a stone base. Where are we? Let's have a look. There's a lot of last deaths going on there. So I've managed to build a 2x2, add a stone. We're protected. We've got a box. Sorry, English fail. Storage box. I've been collecting materials. We made a mortar and pestle. We tamed ourselves a bulb dog so we can see, because otherwise it'd be very dark in here. And we also got a refining forge, and while I've been harvesting all the stone and flint, I've picked up some metal. So now we can make ourselves a smithy, and then we can get some metal tools. Why was I whispering at the beginning? Well, right outside of call it a base if you will, the structure that we are sitting in is a Carno. And he is... let's throw this bulb dog over there. And yeah, there's a Carno. Looks like it's ready to chomp. Okay, so here's the update. Got myself in a bit of a pickle. So I moved the base. I'd love to go outside and show you, but there's a 150 Ravager. So here's the thing. I moved the base just as well I did, because just moments after moving the base, a pack of Ravagers, literally a pack, descended upon me, is probably the best way I can explain it. Now, I tried to trap... Let's put the stone walls here. I tried to trap one in here, but it got through that thing. And I can obviously see why now. I don't know how he can't make it in here now, because I've placed that bottom wall. That's my issue. All right. He's trapped. He is now well and truly trapped. Awesome. So we've got a 150 trap. Now before that I did knock out a level 55, which is sitting there. And I'm pretty confident there's still another one out there somewhere. This one's probably ready to tame, to be fair. Just on regular meat. And that should actually tame in. And this guy made it into this trap area, and that was I did before I took the walls down from up the top. So how he got in here I don't know. I think it might have been through this hole, so I need to plug that gap if I'm going to use this as a trap, certainly for Ravagers at least anyway. And there we go. Okay, you can come over here. Okay, let's see. So we've got 55 arrows and we have a nice refreshed primitive crossbow. Let's knock this 150 out. I think that's the next thing we're going to do. So I think it's 22 arrows in a headshot and 35 or something body shot. So I'm going to try and do headshots at least until it torpor runs. And then once it does... missed. Once it does that, we'll revert to body shots. Shoot it in the bum as it's running away. And then we should be good. Now this guy will tame, like the other one, will tame on just regular meat. But I kind of like to tame this on mutton. Which is its kibble. It's quickest tame on mutton. So given it's a 150, I would like to get it taming in at a nice level. Even though it might not live long, because that's just the way of Aberration. First rule of Aberration, don't get too attached to anything. Tames, bases, your character. just your stuff in general. Oh, act like a liar. Okay, didn't talk or run. There you go. Oh, ran into a rock. Oh. Of course, I did forget. Can't run when you are bleeding. Very worthy point. Can't run when you're bleeding. I should remember that. Oh, 184. Oh, and a sheep. No. And a sheep with a baby. I'm going to go straight in here and I'm going to put that mutton in this guy. Mutt. You. One piece. Oh, look at that. That's going to be tamed in no time. Well, and there we go. So I'm going to call it there. That's a great first start to the series, to be honest. So we got ourselves a couple of Ravagers. We got a perfect tame 150. So we're 224 Ravager already, day one. So that's excellent. We've got a little base with very little. We got some metal tools. We've managed to get ourselves in a little sort of cave spot, which allows us to use it as a reverse trap as well, which is fantastic. That's pretty good for Aberration. And we only died, what, 20 times. So that's not bad. That's a success. So look, I hope you enjoyed the episode. I hope you want to stay with us and keep watching the series. If you do, drop me a like, maybe subscribe if you haven't already. And there'll be more to come on Aberration. We've got a lot to do on this map. This is day one. We barely scratched the surface. So looking forward to progressing as we go. In between videos, I'm probably going to do a little bit of grinding up stuff, maybe build a slightly bigger base. As I mentioned, there's a good spot there. I kind of want to secure that before someone else comes along and snaffles it away. So let's get something down there. And yeah, I'll be looking at maybe taming some harvesting stuff. So I probably won't do that on video because everyone's seen me tame a Dodicarus. You don't need to see me tame another one. So I'll probably do that off camera, and yeah, we'll catch you back in the next video. I'm Llama, and I'm out of here.